Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty beef has escalated to a point of no return.
Today,
Yeah.
Shiesty, he home. He still on the label.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Shiesty, I got big plans for Shiesty, man.
Yeah.
That's who I've been waiting on, Shiesty.
Yeah.
So we finna go up through there now. And Pooh finna come out too, and I got big plans for him too. I got to just execute these
Everything
plans.
right on time.
Bro, it's very exciting times now.
Yeah.
I've been waiting on them, I can't lie.
When Pooh Shiesty stepped back into the public eye after federal custody, many expected him and Gucci Mane to immediately pick up where they left off. Instead, what followed had social media buzzing nonstop. Shiesty posted a tense video involving Gucci Mane, and the timing, coming after intense online discussions about legal issues, sparked non-stop speculation that felt straight out of a movie plot, without any confirmed details.
The way Gucci came home and they motivated me too, because I took notes from there, how he switched it up, how he toned up, got fit, got his mind healthy, took notes in there every way, so.
Online chatter exploded fast. Supporters and critics alike began revisiting Shiesty's rise, and the early signs people claimed they missed. When he returned in October 2025, the rap world was watching closely. This was the Memphis artist who had dominated charts with a breakout hit, earning major certifications and landing high on the Billboard Hot 100, keeping his music in heavy rotation for months. His debut project, Shiesty Season, reached the top tier of the Billboard 200, signaling that Memphis had delivered another major star with nationwide impact. Standing firmly behind that rise was Gucci Mane, the Atlanta icon, who signed Shiesty to his 1017 Records label in 2020. Gucci publicly backed his talent and work ethic, putting his reputation on the line. This whole situation sounds unreal, like something straight out of a movie script, not real life.
Big Scarr passing away, I could agree with me being in there and having some alone time to think. I could really agree with it, but to this day, I still ain't really got over that, you know what I'm saying? So it's my little cousin, I was there, every step of the way until, unfortunately, I wasn't there no more, So me coming home to that, being in there when you hear a death and, you get the bad news, it don't.
To make sense of all the confusion and non-stop online talk, you really have to rewind to the very start and look at how this connection was built from the ground up. Gucci Mane and Shiesty's partnership began in 2020, when the Memphis artist caught the attention of the 1017 Records founder. At the time, Shiesty was gaining buzz from early releases that felt raw and authentic, reminding many listeners of Gucci's own early rise. This move wasn't just business on paper. It felt like a meaningful cosign and a major moment.
Be real, especially without you being able to go to a funeral or see him right there. So it's just it's like a whole different world in there. So it ain't feel real, but me getting out here not being able to see him or call him or him to tell me welcome home, still messing with me up for real. So I ain't really got over it yet.
Their first collaboration dropped in June 2020, paired with a visual that introduced Shiesty to Gucci's massive audience. They followed up later that year with another release that showed real creative chemistry, proving the partnership was solid and gaining momentum fast. By late 2020 and into 2021, Shiesty was fully active with the 1017 roster, appearing on group projects and visuals with other label artists. Gucci Mane made a high-profile gesture that instantly caught everyone's attention. He surprised Shiesty with a custom lime green luxury SUV during a birthday celebration, a moment that went viral online and appeared to symbolize a strong bond beyond standard label business.
It motivated me to move how I'm moving towards today too. So he showed that it can be done. All you gotta do is want it. You gotta sober up. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of the similar traits because I realized that he woke up when he was in there. You know what I'm saying? He really woke up.
At the time, everything looked solid on the surface, but behind the scenes, complications were already forming in ways few people noticed. Later in 2020, around the same period as his 1017 record signing, Shiesty became linked to a situation in Bay Harbor Islands, Florida. Public records later described a meeting at a hotel involving a rented high-end vehicle and a proposed exchange of goods. What followed?
My brother just passed away, ho. He deserved way more than what Gucci put in. Gucci talking about some flowers and 10K. He ain't paid for no funeral. He put towards the funeral, but he ain't paid for it. He said that he was gonna pay for the funeral, and he ain't do that. But it was gonna get paid for regardless. He want all 4 chains back. He ain't getting no girl, fuck them receipts. Don't nobody give a fuck about them receipts showing no 20K. I'm telling y'all what the fuck I think. It's on a receipt for 10K that we get. What the fuck? She just trying to clear up her husband's name, and he ain't trying to come to us and talk to us as a man.
Marked a major turning point in his career and shifted public conversation almost overnight. According to official accounts, authorities stated that the situation escalated quickly and led to serious legal consequences. Investigators later pointed to financial evidence found at the scene, which they said connected back to Shiesty through documentation and publicly shared online posts from earlier that week.
He was upset that you put your mixtape out the same day as his.
Yeah, I mean, but he ain't say my name. He just like, why would a rapper do it?
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, shit, when nobody shit coming out but mine on the same day, so, you know.
I thought you asked me for a chick. I thought you were smashing his chick or something.
Yeah, you guys had some issues over Keisha Dior.
Gotti starts laughing and smiling.
I'll take you from where it started. We're going to get to that.
Yeah, let me get to that.
In 2021, another widely discussed incident occurred at a Miami area nightlife venue during a busy holiday weekend. Reports describe confusion during a security escort process, which again resulted in legal scrutiny. In 2022, Pooh Shiesty accepted a federal plea agreement connected to a broader legal case involving prohibited items and organized activity. That April, a judge issued a sentence of just over 5 years in federal custody.
So you don't think they were war tactics?
What?
What Gucci was doing, locking down Atlanta, signing everybody in Atlanta when he got into it with Jeezy, locking that city down, got into it with Gotti, signed the whole Memphis. Now they can't mess with him. Now all the
who did he
artists
sign from Memphis? He signed Pooh Shiesty.
He signed like 9 artists from Memphis. Everybody he dropped was a Memphis artist.
As part of the agreement, several additional federal counts were dismissed, and a separate state-level case was dropped entirely, reshaping the legal outcome in a major way. During this period, Gucci Mane publicly stood by his artist. Reports say Gucci spoke in support of Shiesty during the sentencing phase, showing loyalty even as Shiesty faced the consequences tied to the case. His words painted the picture of a label head confident that this chapter wouldn't define the artist's entire future. When Shiesty returned to public life on October 7th, 2025, after receiving credit for time served and good behavior, Gucci immediately showed love online.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Listen, I wanted to make this announcement on 10/17 yesterday, but I just seen like my statement, my P&L with all my artists. You know, it's almost like a whole bunch of shake-up and it's a whole shit show in the industry right now. But when I'm looking at my P&L and me being a businessman, I think that I'm gonna have to release almost all my artists except for Pooh Shiesty and Fujiano. This is a decision I didn't want to make. I thought about it, you know what I'm saying? I could keep all of them under the contract.
He welcomed him back with high energy, signaling that everything seemed aligned again and ready for a fresh run. To really understand the tension that followed, you have to look at a serious personal situation that affected the entire 1017 record circle while Shiesty was away. Big Scarr, born Alexander Woods, wasn't just another artist on the roster, he was also a close family relative, which made the connection far deeper than a standard label relationship. The Memphis artist had been gaining steady attention through group tracks and label releases, proving his value through consistency and work ethic.
He said, type influence, I got where I'm from, got Yo Gotti toting a Drake. I didn't know this shit was so deep.
Beef, as far as taking the wedding ring, that sounds like cat.
By the way, he is definitely Pooh Shiesty Glorilla. Look like he's kind of getting into that CMG type of program.
His presence within the camp was growing fast, and many viewed him as an important part of the label's future direction. In late 2022, the 1017 family faced an unexpected and deeply emotional situation involving Big Scarr that sent shockwaves through everyone connected. Gucci Mane publicly shared heartfelt words online.
Hey, I don't know who need to hear this, man, but no, I'm lying. Hey, Gucci Mane, LaFleur, you went and signed 100 nigga from Memphis, Tennessee to try to antagonize Gotti all because he your wife. What? Then you dropped them little niggas. and kept Pooh and not got it and took Pooh Shiesty from you? How it feel to have a Memphis nigga, man, take your wife and your #1 artist?
Wait, Gotti Gucci's wife?
Tighten up, Gucci. All that goofy shit you were doing.
Calling him a key piece of the movement while messages poured in across the industry. For Shiesty, who was not in a position to be physically present or involved during that time, the emotional weight was heavy. Online discussion quickly turned toward Gucci Mane's role in handling expenses related to private arrangements, with some viewers claiming he initially offered full support for the costs, estimated by online chatter at around $60,000.
Man, oh man.
If I'm
okay, here we go.
They saying my boy lost his wedding ring, his watch, and his artist. When did this turn into a season finale? All right, let me walk y'all through this slowly because the internet don't
they said Seti Nash alleged this.
Do context. A few viral Instagram posts started circulating. Then a YouTuber, Seti Nash, drops a video saying Gucci Mane allegedly got robbed for his wedding ring and watch.
According to those discussions, only part of that amount was paid up front, with a record label contribution matching it, leaving the remaining balance to be handled through personal resources connected to the family. This sparked heavy debate across social media. The situation became even more sensitive when claims circulated that Gucci had also requested certain label-owned jewelry to be returned.
$400 worth of jewelry.
Seti, she talking about the video, man. Come on, man.
Nah, hell nah.
Man.
That called whack,
man.
Nah, that ain't gonna see the light of day.
Yeah, chill out, man. Kick
that
back.
That ain't gonna see the light of day.
Daddy, come on, bro.
I just need my $500,000.
But Seti, you understand what you're doing.
For relatives already dealing with emotional strain, and with Shiesty unable to be involved directly at the time, many online viewers felt the timing and optics made the situation harder to process. In response, Gucci Mane's wife, Keisha Coir, shared documentation online stating that the total contribution from Gucci...
Is it official? Is Pooh Shiesty CMG now, or are we waiting to find out more about that?
He ain't CMG just yet. You know, from that, I got credible sources to say, you know, they in the kitchen cooking it up. You know, say he should be CMG pretty soon.
Man, that's gonna be crazy. I feel like.
But one thing I can guarantee for the million of Gucci Mane fans and all the people that's been trolling me, I bet my social security number that you will never see Gucci Mane or Pooh Shiesty standing next to each other again, on a picture again, never on a song again.
And the label was higher than initially claimed, aiming to clear up confusion. Later, a family member publicly described the situation as a misunderstanding rooted in miscommunication, but by then, opinions were already deeply divided. All of this unfolded alongside older industry tensions involving Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti. Their rivalry, which dates back to the early 2000s, reportedly began over competing project release plans tied to the same date. Frustration had been building for a long time, and long-running industry tension added even more layers to the situation. Public discussion has often pointed to personal overlap involving Gucci Mane and Yo Gotti that went beyond music and business, turning what could have stayed competitive into something far more personal in the eyes of fans. Some commentators have also suggested that Gucci's decision to sign multiple Memphis artists, including Shiesty, was viewed by observers as a strategic response tied to that rivalry. These interpretations circulated widely online, though none were officially confirmed. In October 2024, Gucci made another headline-grabbing move when he announced he was releasing most of his 1,017 records roster after reviewing business performance. Nearly all artists were let go except a very small number, including Shiesty and Fujiano. The announcement came suddenly and included several artists from Memphis, leading many viewers to speculate that Gucci was stepping away from an earlier expansion strategy in that region. As Shiesty returned to public life, all these storylines began overlapping fast. Online observers started noticing subtle but important shifts in how he and Gucci interacted publicly. One early sign was a welcome back post from Gucci that quietly disappeared without explanation, raising eyebrows across social media. Then came Shiesty's highly anticipated single, which debuted strongly on the Billboard Hot 100, showing his audience was still locked in. What caught attention wasn't just the success, but the lyrical choices. Then came the online claims that completely took over social media. Blogger Tasha K shared allegations suggesting a serious behind-the-scenes dispute involving Shiesty and Gucci Mane, centered around contract-related pressure tied to Shiesty's reported desire to exit his 1017 Records agreement. These claims were repeatedly described as unverified and based on anonymous sourcing, but they spread fast across platforms. The discussion suggested that the goal of this alleged dispute was for Shiesty to move toward Yo Gotti's collective music group. Tasha K emphasized that the information was presented as alleged and not legally confirmed, but once the post went live in January 2026, the rumors exploded across X, YouTube, and hip-hop blogs. Online commentators began speculating that frustrations over contract terms were at the core of the issue, with some comparing the situation to restrictive label deals from past industry eras, comparisons that fueled even more debate. Additional commentary from Hernandez Govan, who had previously been involved in unrelated legal cases, added more speculation and intensified the conversation without offering verified proof. The situation escalated further when YouTuber Seti Nash released a video claiming there had been a confrontation involving Gucci Mane and individuals connected to Shiesty. These claims included talk of missing personal items, but no official confirmation ever followed. Things grew even more confusing when online chatter claimed Pooh Shiesty had been taken back into custody shortly after returning, with rumors suggesting possible issues related to supervised release conditions, including appearing in public content. Some online voices tried to connect this situation to earlier unverified claims involving Gucci Mane, even floating speculation about third parties alerting authorities, none of which was ever confirmed. Not long after, Shiesty's label clarified the situation, explaining that he had not been arrested at all. Instead, he was participating in a standard re-entry program connected to supervised release. Public records later showed his placement at a residential re-entry management facility in Dallas, with a listed supervision end date in April 2026, clearing up much of the confusion. At the same time, Yo Gotti openly showed public support for Shiesty online, sharing posts and appearing alongside him in international footage. The visuals alone fueled non-stop discussion, with fans interpreting the shifting alliances in their own ways. Despite all the noise, it's important to note that neither Gucci Mane nor Pooh Shiesty has issued official statements addressing the most extreme online claims. There are no confirmed reports, no formal documentation, and no verified accounts supporting those allegations. All signs now point to a long-term fracture that may never fully heal for Gucci Mane. This moment adds another complex chapter to a career filled with major highs and difficult challenges. Online observers have continued to debate his struggles with artist retention, with some critics questioning the long-term stability of the 1017 record system due to past hardships and repeated disruptions involving key artists. Losing Shiesty, arguably one of the label's most impactful remaining names, could mark a turning point in Gucci's evolution from artist to executive. For Shiesty, the future is still wide open, but far from simple. His commercial pull remains strong, proven by solid chart performance, yet public discussion around his label exit and legal structure creates hurdles that success alone may not erase. If talk of a possible CMG move ever becomes official, it could open new doors with added structure and industry reach. At the same time, it would place him in another highly scrutinized environment, reminding everyone how closely business decisions and public perception are tied in hip-hop. At the core of it all is a familiar reality. Loyalty in this industry holds value, but it's fragile and often tested. What began as a mentor-style relationship built on trust and ambition now serves as a cautionary example of how business, personal ties, and public pressure can collide. The culture is watching, the industry is watching, and the full picture is still unfolding. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Click on the card for more content, and I'll see you on the next one.